Hi, thanks for having me on your program. I'm Dawn Doty with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. We understand that people in New Mexico are concerned about Ebola because you've recently had 3 healthcare workers return from a Doctors Without Borders mission in Guinea. We are really thankful to have the opportunity to share the facts about the virus. We know that when people learn more about the virus and how it is spread, that they have more peace of mind and reassurance, which really eases their concerns. I'm going to share 3 important facts with you about Ebola. First, one of the questions that we are frequently asked, and it's a really great question to know the answer to, is this: how does a person get Ebola? A person is only at risk for Ebola by coming into physical contact with an infected person's bodily fluids. Now, I know that this isn't a very pleasant topic, but it really is important for us to be specific. Someone needs to have actual contact with an infected person's blood, diarrhea, or vomit to be at risk. Second, a person is only contagious if they show symptoms. The most common symptom is fever. So let's take the example of your Doctors Without Borders officials that have come back. If a person has no fever, he or she can move about, touch others, ride the bus, go to the store, and they cannot pass Ebola to another person. A person who develops a fever, though, can pass Ebola to others, and that is why there is a protocol in place for people returning to the United States from working in West Africa on the epidemic to take their temperature twice a day for 21 days after leaving the affected area to make sure that they are okay. If they have a fever or experience any vomiting or diarrhea, they must report to St. Vincent Medical Center here in Santa Fe immediately for care. Now, third, we know that the virus is a fragile virus. That means that it's killed easily with household ingredients like common household bleaches. Now, it can survive on a surface like a countertop, but there is no scientific evidence at all that it is transmitted in this way. So as I mentioned before, the way people are infected with Ebola is when they actually touch the bodily fluids of another person who is highly contagious. I think what's most important for all of us to keep in mind is that this is a very serious situation in West Africa. The only person who has died in the U.S. is Thomas Duncan, who died in a hospital in Texas after he returned from Liberia and was infected. This is truly happening in West Africa, and that's where we need to focus our time and our attention and our resources. This is where the epidemic will be stopped. And none of us will be safe until we see those numbers coming down. And right now, those numbers are still going up. We need to focus our attention on West Africa, and this is where we will stop the virus. So thanks so much for having me on the program. There is a lot of information that we have on our website at the CDC, so I encourage all of your viewers to look there for more information so they can stay informed and know how to protect themselves and their families. Thanks.